Good morning, children. Welcome to the second session of Chapter 5 Arithmetic Progression. In the previous session, we have discussed about what is mean by arithmetic progression. It is a list of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number d to the preceding term except the first term. The fixed number d is called the common difference, and the general form of AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, etc. Then you find the formula to find the nth term of an AP, that is AN equal to A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D, where A is the first term, D is the common difference, and n is the number of terms. In this session, we are going to learn how to find the sum of first n terms of an AP. Sum of first n terms of an AP. We can go through how we can find the formula to find the sum of first n terms of an AP. For that, let the AP be A plus D, A plus 2D, etc. L, where L is the last term, that is the nth term of the AP, equal to, it is usually denoted by AN equal to A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D, that is our L, because the AP is having n terms. So the last term means the nth term. Let Sn or S denote the sum of first n terms of the AP. So you can write it as Sn equal to, adding up all the terms you are getting, A plus D, A plus 2D, etc. plus L minus D plus L. You number the equation as equation number 2. Rewriting the terms of equation 2 in the reverse order, we will get Sn equal to, the last term comes as the first. So you start with L plus L minus D plus etc. plus A plus D plus A. You number this equation as equation number 3. Adding 2 and 3 term wise, we get Sn plus Sn, that is 2Sn, A plus L, that is A plus L, then A plus D plus L minus D, that is again D is cancelling and you are getting A plus L, etc. The last term is L plus A. You can write it as A plus L. That is 2Sn equal to A plus L, it is repeating n times. So you can write it as n multiplied by A plus L. Therefore, Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by A plus L. When the first term and the last term is given, you can find the sum of the series by using this formula, that is Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by A plus L. Putting L equal to A plus n minus 1 D, Sn of AP, that means the sum of n terms of the AP, you can write it as n upon 2 multiplied by A plus, replace L by A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D, that is Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D. You can use this formula also to find the sum of n terms of the AP. Suppose when the first term and the last term is given, you can use the formula Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by A plus L. Suppose if last term is not given, at that time you use the formula Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D. To find An in terms of Sn, suppose the sum of the terms are given and you have to find the nth term. That is, if you have to find a1, that means it is s1 only. For all n greater than or equal to 2, an equal to sn minus sn minus 1. Thus, for all n greater than 2, nth term of the AP, that is an, equal to sum of first n terms minus sum of first n minus 1 term. For example, if you want to find A2, means the second term. So how you will get the second term? A2 equal to S2, that is sum of the first two terms minus S1, that is sum of the first term, that is A1 only. Okay. So AN is Sn minus Sn minus 1. Moving to exercise 5.3, question number 1. Find the sum of the following AP. In that, question number 1, that is 2, 7, 12, etc. up to 10 terms. So, in question number 1, the first term A is 2, common difference D equal to A2 minus A1, that is 7 minus 2 equal to 5. Since you are finding the sum of 10 terms, that means n equal to 10. That is, you have to find sum of n terms. It is denoted by S10 that you have to find. Always write sum of n terms Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Since you are finding sum of n terms, that is S10. Here n is 10. S10 equal to 10 upon 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by a is 2 plus n minus 1. N is 10. So 10 minus 1 multiplied by d, that is 5. That is 10 upon 2, 5 multiplied by 2 2s are 4 plus 9. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 multiplied by 5, that is 9 5s are 45. That is equal to 5 multiplied by 4 plus 45, that is 49. That is equal to 5 multiplied by 49, that is 245. So you are getting S10 equal to 245. Moving to question number 2, that is 0.6, 1.7, 2.8, etc. up to 100 terms. That means here the first term A equal to 0.6, D equal to second term minus first term, that is 1.7 minus 0.6, that is equal to 1.1. Since you are finding sum of 100 terms, n equal to 100. That is, you are going to find sum of 100 terms, that is S100. So, always write the formula Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. We are not using the formula Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by a plus l because the last term is not given. Now you find what is S100. S100 equal to n upon 2. N is 100. So 100 upon 2 multiply by 2 multiply by a is 0.6 plus n minus 1, that is 100 minus 1 multiply by d is 1.1, that is equal to 100 upon 2, that is 50. 2 multiplied by 0.6, that is 1.2 plus 99 multiplied by 1.1. 99 multiplied by 1.1, that is 108.9. That is 50 multiplied by 1.2 plus 108.9, that is 110.1. Again equal to 50 multiplied by, since it is having one decimal place, you have to multiply in the numerator and denominator by 10. So 0 and 0 getting cancelled. So you are getting 5505. That is S100 equal to 5505. Moving to question number 2, find the sums given below. In that, question number 1, that is 7 plus 10 and 1 upon 2 plus 14 plus etc. plus 84. Here first you have to check whether it is an AP or not. That is, the first term is 7 and the second term is 10 and 1 upon 2. You can take it as 10.5. So the common difference is 10.5 minus 7, that is 3.5. Same way 14 minus 10.5, that is also 3.5. That means the given is an AP. Now the first term A, that is 7. Last term is given, that is 84. Common difference D, that you can find it as second term, that is 10 and 1 upon 2 minus first term, that is 7, that is 10.5 minus 7, that is 3.5. Now here number of terms is not given. That means n equal to what, that you have to find. So the first step is you have to find n. For finding n, we already know that the last term L, that is equal to the nth term an equal to, the formula to find nth term is a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. That is L is given 84 equal to a is 7 plus n is not given, so you write n as it is, n minus 1 multiplied by d is 3.5. That is 84 minus 7 equal to n minus 1 multiplied by 3.5. 84 minus 7, that is 77 equal to n minus 1 multiplied by 3.5. Therefore, n minus 1 equal to 77 upon 3.5. 77 upon 3.5. That means 77, 7 is common in both. So you are getting it as 22. Therefore, n equal to 22 plus 1, that is 23. So you are getting n equal to 23. That means you have to find the sum of 23 terms. So you can write it as Sn. Here you can use the formula Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by a plus L, because the first and last terms are given and we have find it as 23. Therefore, S23 equal to 23 upon 2 multiplied by a is 7 plus 84. That is equal to 23 upon 2, 7 plus 84, that is 91. 91 multiplied by 23. 91 multiplied by 23 is 2093 upon 2, that is equal to 1046 and 1 upon 2. So you are getting S23 equal to 1046 and 1 upon 2. Moving to question number 3. In an AP, given A equal to 5, B equal to 3 and AN equal to 50, find N and Sn. So first we have to write what all things are given, that is A is given 5, B equal to 3, AN equal to 50. N equal to what, that you have to find, and Sn also you have to find. Now An is given as 50, so you can find N from this. So An equal to, write the formula A plus N minus 1 multiplied by B, that is 50 equal to A is 5 plus N minus 1. N we don't know, so write as it is. B is 3, that is 50 minus 5 equal to N minus 1 multiplied by 3, that is 45 upon 3 equal to N minus 1. So you are getting N minus 1 equal to 45 upon 3, that is 15. Therefore N equal to 15 plus 1, that is 16. So you are getting N equal to 16. Now you have to find Sn. So here the last term is not given, so you can use the formula Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is, you are having n16, so you are finding S16, that is equal to 16 upon 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by a is 5 plus n minus 1, that is 16 minus 1 multiplied by b, that is 3, that is equal to 16 upon 2, that is 8 multiplied by 10 plus 15 multiplied by 3, that is 8 multiplied by 10 plus 3 multiplied by 15, that is 45, that is equal to 8 multiplied by 55. 8 multiplied by 55 equal to 440. Therefore, Sn, that is our S16, equal to 440. Moving to question number 5, it is given D equal to 5, S9 equal to 75. You have to find A and A9. So first we have to write what all things are given, that is D equal to 5, S9 equal to 75, and you have to find A and AN, sorry, A9. Now S9 is given, so from this you can write Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by b. Since S9 is given, you can write it as S9 equal to 9 upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus 9 minus 1, d is given as 5. Now S9 is 75, so you can write it as 75 equal to 9 upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus 8 multiplied by 5. That you can write it as 9 upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus 40. Since in the bracket 2 is a common factor, you can write it as 9 upon 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by a plus 20. So you can cancel the 2. So you are getting 75 upon 9 equal to a plus 20. That is a equal to 75 upon 9 minus 20. That is 75 minus 180 upon 9, that is equal to minus 105 upon 9, that is minus 35 upon 3. So you are getting a equal to minus 35 upon 3. Now you have to find an. Finding an, the formula is a plus n minus 1 multiplied by b. That is, here you have to find a9 because n is 9. A, that is minus 35 upon 3 plus n minus 1, that is 9 minus 1 multiplied by b is 5. That is minus 35 upon 3 plus 8 multiplied by 5. That is equal to minus 35 upon 3 plus 40. That you can write it as minus 35 plus 120 upon 30. That is equal to 85 upon 3. Therefore, a9 equal to 85 upon 3. So you find out a as minus 35 upon 3 and a9 as 85 upon 3. Moving to question number 9. Given a equal to 3, n equal to 8, s equal to 192, you have to find d. So what all things are given? That is question number 9. In that a equal to 3, n equal to 8, s equal to 192, d you have to find. Since s is given as 192 and n is given as 8, that means s8 is 192. And we already know that Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. That is S8 equal to 8 upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus 8 minus 1 multiplied by b. S8 is 192 equal to 8 upon 2, that is 4 multiplied by 2a. 2 multiplied by a is 3 plus 7 multiplied by b. And you are getting 192 upon 4 equal to 6 plus 7b. 192 upon 4, that is 48, minus 6 equal to 7b. 42 equal to 7D. Therefore, D equal to 42 upon 7, that is equal to 6. So you are getting D equal to 6. Moving to question number 10. Given L equal to 28, S equal to 144, total terms, that means N equal to 9, you have to find what is A. Since S is given, that is S9 is given as 144 and L is already given as 28. Now you have to use the formula S9 equal to or Sn equal to, first we will write the formula. Please always write the formula first. Sn equal to n upon 2 multiply by, since here last term is given, you can write it as A plus L. That is S9 equal to 9 upon 2 multiply by A plus L. That is 144 equal to 9 upon 2 multiply by A plus last term is 28. Now do the cross multiplication, that is 144 multiply by 2 and divide by 9 equal to A plus 28. And 9 goes in 144 16 times and you are getting 32 equal to A plus 28. Therefore, A equal to 32 minus 28, that is equal to 4. Therefore, A equal to 4. Using these two formulas, you can find whichever values you have to find out. Question number 4. How many terms of the AP 9, 17, 25 must be taken to give a sum of 636? Here AP is given and the sum of terms is given as 636 and you have to find the number of terms. From the AP given, you can write A, that is the first term, 9. Common difference D equal to A2 minus A1, that is 17 minus 9 equal to 8, and sum of the terms, that is Sn is 636, and you have to find number of terms, that is n. Now A, D and Sn is given, you have to find n. So you can use the formula Sn equal to n upon 2 multiply by 2a plus n minus 1 multiply by d. That is Sn is 636 equal to n we don't know, write as it is, multiply by 2a, that is 2 multiply by 9 plus n minus 1, that we don't know, d is 8. That is n upon 2 multiply by 2 nines are 18 plus 8n minus 8. That is n upon 2 multiply by 10 plus 8n. You can take 2 as a common factor from the bracket. So you are getting n upon 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 5 plus 4n. 2 and 2 getting cancelled. So you are getting 636 equal to 5n plus 4n square. This you can write it as a quadratic polynomial, that is 4n square plus 5n minus 636 equal to 0. Now you can find the value of the variable, that is here the variable is n, by splitting the middle term that you have studied in 9th standard. For splitting the middle term, you have to find two numbers such that its sum is plus 5 and the product is 4 multiplied by minus 636. That is, you are getting the two numbers as 53 and minus 48. So you can rewrite the given expression as 4n square plus 53n minus 48n minus 636 equal to 0. You can see that the sum of the middle term is 5 and the product is 2544, that is 636 multiplied by 4. Now from the first two terms you can take n as a common factor. So you can write it as n multiplied by 4n plus 53 minus, from the last two terms you take 12 as a common factor. So you are getting 4n plus 53, that is equal to 0. From both the terms 4n plus 53 is a common factor. So you take it outside. Multiply by n minus 12 equal to 0. That is 4n plus 53 equal to 0 or n minus 12 equal to 0. From the first part you are getting n equal to minus 53 upon 4 or n equal to 12. Now here you are finding n as the number of terms. The number of terms is a natural number, not a fractional one. So you are taking n equal to 12. So you have to write the reason, since the number of terms is a natural number, or you can say a whole number, a natural number. Therefore, n equal to 12. You are not taking the value of n as minus 53 upon 4. Therefore, write the conclusion. Therefore, number of terms is 12. Question number 6. The first and the last term of an AP are 17 and 350 respectively. If the common difference is 9, how many terms are there and what is their sum? So from the question, what all things are given that we have to write first. The first and last term of the AP, that is 17 and 350. That means A equal to 17 and L, that is the last term, that is equal to 350. Find if the common difference is 9, that means D equal to 9. How many terms are there? That means n you have to find, and what is their sum? That means Sn also you have to find. Since last term is given, you can take the last term as the nth term, that is An, that is L, that is equal to 350. Now you are having the formula An equal to A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D, that is 350 equal to A, that is 17 plus n we don't know, write as it is, multiply by D is given as 9. So we will have 350 minus 17 equal to n minus 1 multiplied by 9. 350 minus 17, that is 333 upon 9 equal to n minus 1. 9 goes in 333, that is 37 times equal to n minus 1. Therefore, n equal to 37 plus 1, n equal to 38. So you are getting n as 38. Now you have to find Sn. So Sn equal to, first you write the formula, n upon 2 multiply by. Here the first and last term is given, so you can use the formula A plus L. That is, since n is 38, you have to find S38. S38 equal to n by 2, that is 38 upon 2 multiply by A is 17 plus L is 350. That is equal to 38 divided by 2, that is 19 multiply by 17 plus 350, that is 367. 19 multiply by 367, that is equal to 6973. Therefore, S38 equal to 6973. So you have got n as 38 and S38 as 6973. Question number 9. If the sum of first 7 terms of an AP is 49 and that of 17 terms is 289, find the sum of first n terms. Here it is given sum of first 7 terms. That means S7 equal to 49 and that of 17 terms. That means S17 equal to 289. Hence find the sum of first n terms. That means you have to find Sn. For writing Sn, we want to find what is A and D. For getting A and D, the two things given are S7 and S17. And we already know that Sn equal to n upon 2 multiply by 2A plus n minus 1 multiply by D. That means S7 equal to 7 upon 2 multiply by 2A. A is not given, so write A as it is, plus n minus 1. That means 7 minus 1 multiply by D. And S7 is given 49. Do the cross multiplication, you will have 2 and upon 7 equal to 2A plus 6D. Now 7 goes in 49 7 times. 7 2s are 14 equal to 2A plus 6D. This you can write it as, since 2 is a common factor in all the terms, you can write it as 7 equal to A plus 3D. Number this equation as equation number 1. Now same way it is given S17 is 289. So you can write S17 equal to n upon 2, that is 17 upon 2 multiply by 2A plus n minus 1, that is 17 minus 1 multiplied by D. As 17 is 289 equal to 17 upon 2 multiplied by 2A plus 16D. Now doing the cross multiplication, you will have 289 multiplied by 2 upon 17 equal to 2A plus 16D. From this we will get 17s are 289. So 17 goes in 289 17 times 2 equal to 2A plus 16D. Since 2 is a common factor in all the terms, you can write it as 17 equal to A plus 8D. Number this equation as equation number 2. You are having two equations with two unknowns. Unknowns are A and D. Now, by using any of the algebraic method, you can eliminate one of the variable. So, if you are subtracting equation 2 minus equation 1, you will get the first part is 17 minus 7, that is 10, equal to A minus A, that is 0, 8 minus 3, that is 5D. From this you will get D equal to 10 upon 5, that is equal to 2. Substitute D equal to 2 in any of the equation. In equation 1, you will get 7 equal to A plus 3D. From this you will get A equal to 7 minus 6, that is equal to 1. So you are getting A equal to 1 and D equal to 2. Now you have to find what is Sn. So Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2A plus n minus 1 into D. That is equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2A. A is 1. So 2 multiplied by 1 plus n minus 1 into D. D is 2. Again equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2 plus 2n minus 2. These two are getting cancelled. So you are having 2n square upon 2, that is equal to n square. Therefore, Sn equal to n square. So you are getting Sn as n square. Question number 10. Show that A1, A2, etc. An form an AP where An is defined as below, that is An equal to 3 plus 4n. So An is given as 3 plus 4n. You can put n equal to, or putting n equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. An that is given as 3 plus 4n. A1 equal to 3 plus 4 multiplied by 1, that is 3 plus 4, that is 7. A2 equal to 3 plus 4 multiplied by 2, that is 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 3, 11. And A3 equal to 3 plus 4 multiplied by 3, that is 15. And A4 is 3 plus 4 multiplied by 4, that is 19. Now you are getting A1, A2, etc. that is 7, 11, 15, 19, etc. You can find up to n terms. Okay. Then first you have to check whether this forms an AP. Here 7, 11. The common difference 11 minus 7, that is 4. 15 minus 11, that is also 4. That means the numbers form an AP. Now for the AP, for the AP 7, 11, 15, 19, etc. A equal to A1, the first term, that is 7. B equal to A2 minus A1, that is equal to 4. And you have to find the sum of first 15 terms. That means you have to find S15. So you are using the formula Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. That is S15 equal to 15 upon 2 multiplied by 2a, that is 2 multiplied by 7 plus n minus 1, that is 15 minus 1 multiplied by d is 4, that is equal to 15 upon 2 multiplied by 14 plus 14 multiplied by 4. Now 15 upon 2, you can take 2 as a common factor outside, so you will have 2 multiplied by 7 plus 28. 2 and 2 getting cancelled, that is 15 multiplied by 7 plus 28, that is 35. 15 multiplied by 35, that is 525. So you are getting S15 as 525. Similarly, for the second one, that is an equal to 9 minus 5n. First, you have to find a1, a2, a3. Then from the AP, you have to find S15. Try to do the sum by yourself. Question number 11. If the sum of the first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square, what is the first term? That is S1. What is the sum of the first two terms? That means S2. What is the second term? That is A2. Similarly, find the third, 10th and nth term. Here it is given sum of first n terms. That is, you can write it as Sn equal to 4n minus n square. Now, putting or n equal to 1, you are getting S1 equal to 4 multiplied by 1 minus 1 square, that is 4 minus 1, that is 3. So the sum of first terms, that is S1, you are getting as 3. And we already know that sum of first term is, that is the first term only, that is S1 equal to A1, that is equal to 3. So you are getting the first term as 3. Now what is the sum of first two terms? So you have to find S2. By substituting n equal to 2, you are getting 4 multiplied by 2 minus n square, that is 2 square, that is 8 minus 4, that is equal to 4. Now you have to find what is the second term. second term means A2. A2 equal to, you have already know that AN equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. You have to use this formula. So A2 equal to S2 minus S1. That is, S2 is 4 and S1 is 3. 4 minus 3, that is 1. Therefore, A2 equal to 1. So you are getting A2 as 1. Similarly, find the third term. For finding third term, that means you have to find A3. Finding A3, first you have to find what is S3. So S3 equal to 4 multiplied by 3 minus 3 square, that is 12 minus 9, that is equal to 3, and A3 equal to S3 minus S2, that is S3 is 3 minus S2 is 4, that is equal to minus 1. So you are getting A3 equal to minus 1. Now you have to find the 10th term. So 10th term, that is A10. For that, first you have to find S10 minus S9. S10 means S10 equal to 4 multiplied by n is 10 minus 10 square, that is 40 minus 100, that is minus 60. S9 equal to 4 multiplied by 9 minus 9 square, that is 36 minus 81, that is equal to minus 45. Therefore, A10 equal to S10, that is minus 60 minus S9, that is minus 45, that is minus 60 plus 45, that is equal to minus 15. Therefore, A10 equal to minus 15. To find AN, AN equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. So Sn equal to, you have to substitute 4n minus n square, and Sn minus 1 equal to 4 multiplied by n minus 1 minus n minus 1 whole square, that is 4n minus 4 minus of, use the identity a minus b whole square, that is n square minus 2n plus 1. Now removing the bracket, you will get 4n minus 4 minus n square minus minus, so it becomes plus 2n minus 1, that is 4n plus 2n, that is 6n minus n square minus 4 minus 1, that is minus 5. So you are getting 6n minus n square minus 5. Now an equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1, that is Sn is 4n minus n square minus Sn minus 1 is n minus n square minus 5. That you can write it as 4n minus n square minus 6n minus of minus plus n square minus of minus plus 5. N square minus n square getting cancelled. 4n minus 6n, that is minus 2n plus 5, that is equal to 5 minus 2n. Therefore, the nth term an equal to 5 minus 2n. Question number 12. Find the sum of the first 40 positive integers divisible by 6. Since it is the first 40 positive integers divisible by 6, we can take the numbers as the multiples of 6. Therefore, the AP formed is multiples of 6, that is 6, 12, 18, etc. You are writing 40 positive integers, that is 40 multiplied by 6, that is 240, that will be the last term. Now, since the common difference is 6, you can already write it as it is an AP. Then the first term A equal to 6 and common difference D equal to A2 minus A1, that is also 6, and the last term, that is 240. Now you have to find the sum of first 40 positive integers, that is S40, that you have to find. We already know that Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by A plus L, because the first and last terms are already known. Therefore, S40 equal to 40 upon 2. Here n is 40. A plus L. A is 6 plus L is 240. That is 20 multiplied by 246. That is equal to 20 multiplied by 246 is 4920. 4920. Therefore, sum of 40 positive integers divisible by 6 is 4920. The sum of first 40 positive integers. Question number 15. A contract on construction job specifies a penalty for delay of completion beyond a certain date as follows: rupees 200 for the first day, rupees 250 for the second day, rupees 300 for the third day, etc. The penalty for each succeeding day being rupees 50 more than for the preceding day. How much money the contractor has to pay as penalty if he has delayed the work by 30 days? Here, the amount he has to pay as a penalty is, for the first day it is 200, second day it is 250, third day it is 300, and it is already said that the penalty for each succeeding day being rupees 50 more. So here you can form an AP having the first term, that is A1 equal to 200, A2 equal to 250, A3 equal to 300. Since the common difference D equal to A2 minus A1, that is 250 minus 200, that is equal to 50. And you have to find if he has delayed the work by 30 days. That means the number of days it delayed. So you are taking n equal to 30. The amount paid equal to the amount paid for 30 days delay equal to S30. We already know that Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. That is S30 equal to 30 upon 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by a. The a is 200 plus n minus 1, that is 30 minus 1 multiplied by d is 50. Again, that is equal to 15 multiplied by 400 plus 29 multiplied by 50. That is equal to 15 multiplied by 400 plus 29 multiplied by 50, that is 1450. That is 15 multiplied by 1850. That is equal to 27750. Therefore, amount paid is the amount paid as penalty is rupees 27750. A sum of rupees 700 is to be used to give 7 cash prizes of students of a school for their overall academic performance. If each prize is rupees 20 less than its preceding price, find the value of each prize. Here, the total amount is rupees 700 and that is used to give 7 cash prizes, and each price is 20 less than its preceding price. That means the 7 prizes forming an AP with a common difference of 20. That is the sum of 7 prices, that is you can denote it as Sn equal to 700. Now number of prices, that is n equal to 7, and each price is 20 less than its preceding price. That means the common difference is minus 20. Since it is less than, please be careful, it is minus 20. Then you have to find the value of each price. So first you have to take, let the first price equal to A. And we already know that Sn equal to n upon 2 multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is 700 equal to 7 upon 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by a. A we don't know, plus 7 minus 1 multiplied by d is minus 20. That is 2 multiplied by 700. upon 7 equal to 2a plus 6 multiplied by minus 20. That is 7 goes in 700 100 times. So here you are getting 200 equal to 2a plus minus 120. That is 2a equal to 200 plus 120. 2a equal to 320. From this you will get a equal to 320 upon 2, that is 160. So you are getting the first price as 160. That means the first term of the AP, that is the first price. So A1, that is equal to A, equal to 160. Second price, that is A2, equal to A plus B, that is 160 plus minus 20, that is 140. A3, that is A plus 2D, that is 160 plus 2 multiplied by minus 20, that is 160 minus 40, that is 120. A4 equal to A plus 3D, that is 160 plus 3 multiplied by minus 20, that is 100. Fifth price, that is A5, that is A plus 4D equal to 160 plus 4 multiplied by minus 20, that is equal to 80. Sixth price, that is A6, that is equal to A plus 5D, that is 160 plus 5 multiplied by minus 20, that is 160 minus 100, that is equal to 60. And seventh price, that is A7, A plus 6D equal to 160 plus 6 multiplied by minus 20, that is equal to 40. So the 7 prices are 160, 140, 120, 100, 80, 60 and 40. So you can write the conclusion. Therefore, the 7 prices are rupees 160, rupees 140, rupees 120, rupees 800, rupees 80, rupees 60 and rupees 40. Always try to write the conclusion in all the word problems. Question number 17. In a school, students thought of planting trees in and around the school to reduce air pollution. It was decided that the number of trees that each section of each class will plant will be the same as the class in which they are studying. For example, a section of class 1 will plant 1 tree, a section of class 2 will plant 2 trees, and so on till class 12. There are 3 sections of each class. How many trees will be planted by the students? So first we will write number of trees planted by class 1. So number of trees planted by class 1. Since it has 3 sections, each section is planting one trees. So total is 3. The same way, number of trees planted by class 2. Each section is planting 2 trees. 3 sections are there, so total is 6. Same way, number of trees planted by class 3. So 3 plus 3 plus 3, that is 9. Now, so on, number of trees planted by class 12 equal to 12 plus 12 plus 12, that is equal to 36. Now we can see that the numbers 3, 6, 9, etc. up to 36 having a common difference of 3. So it is an AP. So you can write 3, 6, 9, etc. up to 36 forms an AP, where A equal to 3, B equal to 6 minus 3, that is equal to 3, last term, that is 36. You have to find number of trees planted, and total classes are 12. So n equal to 12, you have to find S12. And we already know that Sn equal to n upon 2 multiply by. Here first and last term is given, that is A plus L equal to n upon 2, that is 12 upon 2 multiply by A is 3, L is 36, that is equal to 6 multiply by 39, that is equal to 234. So you can write the conclusion as total number of trees. Therefore, total number of trees planted by students is 234 trees. Question number 19. 200 logs are stacked in the following manner. 20 logs in the bottom row, 19 in the next row, 18 in the row next to it, and so on. In how many rows are the 200 logs placed, and how many logs are in the top row? Here the logs are arranged in a particular pattern, and you can see that the difference of each row is of 1. That means the arrangement of logs forms an AP. So the AP formed is 20, 19, 18, etc. Now total number of logs, that is Sn, is given as 200. From the AP you will get the first term A equal to 20, the common difference D equal to A2 minus A1, that is 19 minus 20, that is minus 1. First you have to find the number of rows. So first we will find number of rows, and you have to find number of logs in the top row. Now for finding n, Sn is given. So Sn equal to n upon 2 multiply by 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That is 200 equal to n we don't know, write as it is. 2 multiply by a is 20 plus n minus 1 multiply by b is minus 1. That is, do the cross multiplication, you will have 400 equal to n multiply by 40 minus n plus 1. So you will have 400 equal to n multiply by 41 minus n. That is 400 equal to 41n minus n square. This you can write it as 41n minus n square minus 400 equal to 0, or you can write it as n square minus 41n plus 400 equal to 0. Now splitting the middle term, you can get the values of n. You have to find two numbers whose sum is minus 41 and the product is 400. That is minus 25 and minus 16. So you can write it as n square minus 25n minus 16n plus 400 equal to 0. From the first two terms, you can take n as a common factor, that is n minus 25 minus 16 multiplied by n minus 25 equal to 0. Now we will have n minus 25 as a common factor multiplied by n minus 16 equal to 0. That is n minus 25 equal to 0 or n minus 16 equal to 0. Therefore, n equal to 25 or n equal to 16. Hence, the number of rows, or therefore the number of rows either 25 or 16, that you have to find which number is. That is, we have to check whether n is 25 or 16. Therefore, number of logs in top row. First we will take, that is the 25th row, that is A25, that is equal to A plus n minus 1, that is 25 minus 1 into D. D is minus 1, that is A plus 24 multiplied by minus 1. A is 20, that is 20 minus 24 equal to minus 4. That is the number of logs in the top row, that is we are getting as minus 4, which is not possible. Which is not possible. Therefore, n equal to 16. Number of logs in the top row top row equal to number of logs in the 16th row, that is equal to A16, that is A plus n minus 1, that is 16 minus 1 into D. D is minus 1, that is 20 plus 15 multiplied by minus 1, that is 20 minus 15, that is equal to 5. Therefore, 5 logs are there in the first row. Moving to homework, the sums that we have discussed from exercise 5.3, that you have to do it in your notebook, and the questions that are given here, you have to do it as homework. Please go through the examples and practice it. Thank you.